kind of stuff. Yeah.
And that's my next question. I have persistent eczema and I've been taking this Abri and it's not
To
really
help you?
helping. Not really, kind of, but not, it's maintaining, which isn't,
Where, where else are you having the eczema?
okay. At the biggest area of concern is right at my ajna, that area.
Okay.
On my forehead, close to the hairline.
Okay.
My right elbow, not the left, but the right elbow. And then above the ears and at the base of my skull.
Okay, so a lot of it's on the head. And you've tried like kunzia and stuff like that? Has that helped at all?
I haven't.
Right, let's have you try kunzia, and I would, wash your face, put a couple drops in the stuff that you wash your face with, and do it that way. And then, you could put a
You
few
just
drops.
apply it neat.
To your face, I would put it in a little something. Just because it's your face can be a little bit more sensitive. But I put several drops of the kunzia and then rub it into the spots on the hair and around the ears and stuff. There you could go neat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would from time to time too, probably take a bath in it, like 12, 15 drops.
With or without salt?
It would probably be okay with the salt, but I would say just to keep from aggravating it, maybe no salt or a bit of Epsom salt.
Okay.
Or, do you ever get those magnesium flakes?
No, but I get Epsom. I think it
Yeah,
has.
I mean, Epsom salt is plenty fine and it's cheaper.
Okay.
The magnesium flakes are nice, but they're, they're like 3 or 4 times the price probably of Epsom salt.
Do you think it's possible for me to get rid of my eczema?
Well, if it doesn't respond to this, I would say we would need to go through and look at the digestive tract. And how is your digestion happening these days?
I don't think it's optimal, but the thing is that I don't actually eat processed foods. So I think a lot of it might be emotional or energetic.
Yeah, I mean, stress hits the gut pretty hard, and it doesn't always have to be food. It can be just a stress plagued like digestive tract that can be thrown off. I mean, you have a very demanding job that you do, and then you're around a lot of different people, and so I mean, it could be something as simple as that. Things like tarragon, rosemary, anise, the things that we know. um I have a formula that I don't know that we've put it on the site. It's very simple, but it's like cardamom and ginger and what is it? Cardamom, ginger,
Turmeric?
lemon, peppermint. It might be rosemary, something like that. But it's just for like when like the gut has just been off for a while. Like not necessarily to treat a condition, but it's just like, it's just not feeling good. It's feeling a little funky. It's not functioning quite like it should. It's just a way to like kind of jumpstart all the processes that's different than ANS. ANS is very specific for like the nerves and all those kinds of things. This is more about like the enzymes and the just like the processes that happen, not so much the neurological part, but just kind of jump starting some functions in the gut that aren't directly neurological,
Yeah, got
like
it.
stimulating the liver. And peppermint's very good for stimulating the liver, stimulating the gallbladder even. And peppermint's a lot like cinnamon, where it's a full body like stimulant. So depending on where you direct it, it will just start body's processes. And when we've had like a lot of stress, or I'll give you a perfect example. When I used to use this a lot was after somebody was in a car accident. You know, it wasn't the food that they were eating. They didn't have a stressful job. You know, they had just like a normal job, but the trauma of the injury and the impact, and then how it threw the body off, and the body having that day of the accident and the response and everything, a tremendous stress. And then their body is a little off for a little bit. And even when you get everything kind of normalized, like you give them about 6 or 8 months, people usually have some sort of a digestive issue.
Uh-huh.
It could be low grade, but it's there. I mean, we used to look for digestive issues, high blood pressure, migraines, increased in allergies, especially if there was a lot of low back issues, with the sciatic nerve being compromised, the person would start having really bad allergies. And you try treating the allergies, but really it's a hip issue. Like the hip is compromising that nerve so bad that it's causing these like allergic responses. And so you kind of step back and you go, okay, what are all these things going on? And instead of looking at it from a point of view of symptoms, you go, okay, what were the things that happened? Is there structural misalignments? You kind of go through, is there like stress in the person's life? You keep kind of going down this thing, and it's not something that usually can just go, it's like you have to observe it for a little while.
Mhm.
And then you go, this is the approach that we're going to go. So I would do the same for the eczema. Like I would try treating it like eczema. And then if it's really kind of non-responsive to that treatment, then I would start looking at the digestive tract. The other potential is still the digestive tract would be the next logical part, but then we'd go through and we look at like, okay, is the autonomic nervous system being overstimulated by something? Like, is the fight, flight, or activity set of nerves being overly agitated by postural misalignment, again, a digestive issue, a respiratory thing, a misalignment in the spine, weird fascial things on the head. Like there's just things where you just start going through and crossing them off. And I'm much better at evaluating those things than I was 30 years ago. But still, sometimes you just have to get in and start doing the dance. Like, you start treating things and you go, well, that's okay. This needs work. That needs work. This is okay. Let's just start balancing these things out.
That's so awesome.
Mhm. It's a lot like doing a dance. Like you just start kind of moving with things and just see what's gonna surface and what's up.
I was seeing more like a science lab, but you could
Yeah.
dance in a science lab.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're so welcome.